Creating bar graphs. There are 4 main steps to creating a bar graph. We'll go through each of them in detail in a moment, but you want to make sure that you create a table for your data if you don't already have one. That's kind of like a pre-step to creating a bar graph. After that, you'll want to label the name of each category in your data, equally spaced along the bottom of your graph, or left if you have a horizontal bar graph. Label an appropriate scale, and then you'll draw in the rectangular bars, whose heights or lengths correspond to the number representing each category. Let's look at creating a table for your data if you do not already have one. So an ice cream dessert at a restaurant comes in 4 flavors: peanut butter, chocolate, strawberry, and cookie dough. There were 15 ice cream desserts ordered on Friday. Here they are by flavor. So let's create a table for this. We know that we are going to need the flavors and the frequency of those orders. And we know that there are 4 flavors. So let's see. I'm just going to start going through this list now. So we have cookie dough as the first one in this list of orders. And I'm going to start by making some tallies. So there's 1 cookie dough, 2 cookie dough, and then I see chocolate, ice cream. So we have 1 chocolate. Then we have another cookie dough. Then we also have peanut butter, which I will abbreviate to PB for now. So we have 1 peanut butter, another cookie dough, chocolate, cookie dough, a strawberry, chocolate, chocolate, more chocolate, more cookie dough, and then 2 more chocolates. So that means that we have a total of 6 cookie dough ordered, 7 chocolate ordered, 1 peanut butter ordered, and 1 strawberry ordered. We don't need these tally marks anymore. Once you have a frequency table, it's going to be a lot easier to actually draw your bar chart. So the first thing we want to do is label the name of each category in your data, equally spaced along the bottom of your graph, which means that we have to draw a bottom of our graph real quick. If you don't have graph paper, that means that you'll have to use a ruler for this process, which is perfectly okay. When I'm drawing and writing these categories at the bottom, what I like to do is make little dash marks for where my bars are going to go, because I want to make sure that my bars are of equal width. So I'm going to create a little space that is too long, and then it might take some guessing and checking to get everything to fit correctly, but I'm going to think it's probably about 6 boxes will be a good width. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. I'm going to make a little gap so there's space between my future bars. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes, little gap, 6 boxes, little gap, and then 6 more boxes. If you were using a ruler for this, you could use the tick marks on your ruler and count the number of tick marks, or you could actually come up with a measurement, like a number of centimeters or inches. If you don't have a ruler and you don't have graph paper, you just want to make sure that you have the same as you can get width for each of these future bars, and that you have an equal space in between them. So let's label these. We have cookie dough, chocolate, peanut butter, and strawberry. And these are flavors of ice cream. Next up, we need to label an appropriate scale along the left of our graph, since this is a vertical bar graph. If it were a horizontal bar graph, we'd be labeling along the bottom for horizontal bars. We need to make sure our scale starts at 0 and extends out a little bit further than the largest number in our data set. So the largest number in our data set is 7, so that means that we have to go to at least 8. So let's draw our vertical bar. And then we want to make sure this goes up to 8. Since 8 is a relatively small number, we can probably count by 1s or by 2s. I'm going to make a dash every 2 boxes. So this will be 1, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You also could have labeled your 1, 2, 3s, and 4s, but it makes it a little neater if you don't label every single axis. Now, we want to draw in rectangular bars whose heights, since we have a vertical bar graph, length if we had had a horizontal one, correspond to the number representing each category in the data set. So let's start by looking at cookie dough. There were 6 orders of cookie dough. So we want to make sure that our vertical bar goes up to 6. So that we have 6 orders represented by the height of this bar. Next up, we have chocolate ice cream. There were 7 orders of chocolate ice cream, and 7 is about here. So we want to make sure that we go all the way up to 7 for chocolate. Doing our best to draw straight lines if we can't use a ruler, and using a ruler to draw those straight lines if we can. So chocolate has a height of 7, and then peanut butter and strawberry each have a height of 1. So there's my peanut butter with a height of 1, and my strawberry with a height of 1. And you might want to add some extra details to this, like these numbers are the number of orders. And we probably want a title for this, so we can call this ice cream orders. And if you wanted, we could be even more specific. These were the ice cream orders on Friday. If we were given a restaurant, we'd probably want to include that too. But here is a bar chart.